Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guests, man.
Today we have two of SPG Ireland's finest amateur fighters. We have Gary Rooney and Mario Di Tofano. Lads, how are we doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Lads, welcome to the show.
Welcome. The show was right. The lads are about to do a bit of an Irish takeaway or takeover, a bit of a smash and grab over in the UK.
I'm doing the takeaway after, yeah.
They're coming for all the belts. Gary, I'm going to start with yourself. Pretty impressive that you're going to headline the show when there's pro bouts underneath you. That's sort of unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was surprised myself, to be honest, but it's obviously a big fight. It's a big regional fight. It's for the #1 UK and Ireland spot, so it's a big deal, I'd say. Yeah, I don't think it happens too often.
No, it definitely doesn't. Mario, obviously, you're the current Cage Legacy lightweight champion at the moment. You're going over to add a couple of UK belts. Is there any rivalry between yourself and Gary over who can collect the most amount of belts?
I'll let Gary have that one.
I'm sure they already have it.
Yeah, he has them. He has them, so I can't argue there.
Yeah, I suppose you're trying to, like, obviously you went to Premiere and picked up the belt there. You're trying to pick up the belts in the organizations Gary hasn't fought in to catch up with them.
No, I'm just getting on for belts and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just taking what I can.
In fairness, Mario fights before Gary, so he'll pick up a belt beforehand as well. Just for people tuning in, the lads compete in Shock and Awe on October 22nd. If you want to get a link for the fight, make sure to jump on the Gary's Instagram, make sure to jump on the Mario's Instagram, and make sure to tune in because the lads are going over to Portsmouth Guildhall, and this is one not to be missed, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. It's going to be an absolute cracker of a fight. Fun fact for you, Portsmouth was the first location in the UK and Ireland to ever host a mixed martial arts show, and that's a fact. So there you have that one, lads. Gary, tell us this. What's the buzz like in SPG in Ireland at the moment? Because obviously, like, you know, Bellator went off there. The lads went 8-1. Like, the gym's on an absolute tear. Brad Katona, etc., etc.
It's great training. It's always been good training. But the last while, I don't know, like, everybody's just kind of like... everyone's just seeing it different. Everyone's, like, willing to lose and put themselves in bad positions and just, you know what I mean? Like, get better together rather than individually, you know what I mean? It's a great vibe at the moment.
Yeah, Mario, anything to add to that? Is there anything that you noticed that's changed in the gym? Because that switch has changed in there. Like, SPG Ireland is on fire at the moment.
Yeah, like, it's just so many good bodies. Everyone's just there to do well. And everyone's just putting the work in. What I love about it is, like, even when you're sparring or doing hard rounds, everyone's just killing each other. Then after, you're just joking and laughing with each other. Like, do you know what I mean? It's the buzz on another level at the moment.
No, it definitely is. Gary, I do want to touch on your fight. As you said, it is the main event, and you're fighting for the #1 spot in UK and Ireland. What have you actually left to achieve in your amateur career before you turn pro?
Loads of shit, bro. Still an IMAF gold medal, you know what I mean? That's the main thing, isn't it? As in all amateurs want to achieve, I think, at the moment. Well, just feeling comfortable in myself, to be honest, is the main thing. Like, that's what I want to do, you know what I mean? When I feel like I'm ready to go pro and Richie feels like I'm ready to go pro, then I'm ready, you know what I mean? It doesn't, again, like, you can have all the belts in the world, you can have this and that, but if you're still going in there and you still aren't happy with your performance and, you know what I mean, you're still a bit, I don't know, rushing it to a finish or rushing it to get to the ground, or, you know what I mean? Like, that, you're still not ready, you know what I mean? That's what I believe. It doesn't matter if I have 4 belts or whatever, I still believe I'm not there yet, so the belts are just like the cherry on the cake, but it doesn't really show how I feel inside, you know what I mean? It just shows that I beat these guys.
Yeah, no, fair, and like no better man than the double champ Richie Smullen. Congrats to him, recently signed with Bellator. Where did that relationship stem from, Gary? Obviously, you're in the same gym, but how did you two become so close?
We became so close because I was doing footlocks in the teens class. I was doing footlocks, and Richie came over to me and he said, "You're doing them wrong. They're shite the way you're doing them." Real Smullen style, you know what I mean? And he said, "I'll show you how to do them because people are gonna think I showed you how to do them shy." So he said, "I might as well show you how to do them correctly." And then I don't know why. Like, he's not a person to be like that Smullen, you know what I mean? Like, I know him now, and it was probably out of character for him to do that, but I don't know. I guess he just just saying something in me, and that was it. Then we started to do training a little bit together. He used to coach the sub samurai program. Would be like for the competition, the competitors in the teens class. He used to coach that class. Like after Owen Roddy would coach it, it'd be like a half an hour, 45 minutes, and we just became close. Then he'd bring me out for dinner to Latouche, like a little cafe, like just up the road from the gym. He'd pay for me shit, and you know what I mean. Like it's just kind of stemmed on from there, to be honest. Yeah. And we're polar opposites. Like he's such a quiet and doesn't say much, and I'm glad never shut up. You know what I mean? So it's a funny friendship. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got that good feel, big brother, little brother vibes. But
yeah,
we love to see it.
I do see him more as family, to be honest. Like as much as he's a friend, I do see him as a big brother. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you're tied at the hip now, working in the wrist fingers.
Yeah. I see him 24/7, man. It's horrible.
Footlocks on your lunch break.
I don't get a lunch break.
Sure. Look, maybe a few chicken fingers for you for staff.
Nah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so you should. Mario, tell us this. Obviously, you know the bodies floating between sort of featherweight and lightweight in SBG Ireland at the moment are absolutely insane. You know, you have your Dara Kelly, Kenny Moko Noana, Nathan Kelly. You have Nahom Weddy. Like, what's it like training with those guys? And is that such a good litmus test to feel where you are having such good bodies on the mat?
Yeah, it's deadly. Like, you know what I mean? It's just constant hard work every day. No easy rounds. Like constantly getting pushed in bad positions. So I feel like I'm growing a lot. Training with all them boys constantly every day. Really jumping levels very quick.
And tell us this, without causing any controversy, who gives you the toughest rounds in the gym, Mario?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I do a lot.
Gary.
Sorry.
Do a lot
Gary?
with fucking Brad Katona. Like that's the kind of like we just partner up. At the start, been learning a lot off him lately, and then we always do like usually first and last round, and he just mauls me. Like, to be honest with you, so that's kind of my hardest round. Most days, like.
Does he whip the belt out afterwards and like parade around the octagon?
Brad's a humble guy. Brad's a nice guy.
Shout out to Brad Katona. Shout out to Brad Katona. He's competing on Brave this Wednesday the 19th as well. He's defending his title.
Yeah, absolute shout out to Brad. He's an absolute gent. And what about yourself, Gary? Who's giving you the trouble in the gym?
Everybody, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, know what I mean? Like, I'm the smallest on the mat, so I get the hidings all the time. You know what I mean? But I'd be training with Mario. I'd be training with Richie. I'd be training like, but mainly like I just train with Richie a lot. To be honest, you know what I mean? I just try to pick his brain all the time. I train with Kim McCartan a lot. Blaine O'Driscoll, I don't know, like Blessed, you know what I mean? I just train with everybody, bro. Will Flew, like I train with Will Flew, you know what I mean? Like I train with all the boys. And I put myself in bad positions if I'm better than, let's say I'm going with a white belt, then I'll let them put me in an armbar. And it doesn't, like, I've realised the last while, and when I opened up my own gym for a small bit, flat jiu-jitsu, like I realised, like, okay, I have to get good training. How do you get good training? You put yourself in bad positions if they can't put you in bad positions. So I'm in a solid space mentally where you don't need to be training with black belt world champions. You need to have the mindset of a black belt world champion, you know. But SBG, it does have the black belt world champions, you know what I mean? It does have the best of the best, you know what I mean? Lee Hammond as well, like, I can't forget Lee, you know what I mean? I haven't seen him in a while, he's out training, but he'd be another good training partner. Him and Richie would be my main training partners.
Gary, you're obviously number one in Ireland at the moment. You're a TV star as well.
Yeah, for a small bit, yeah.
Well, you are to us anyway. You're taking on the number one in the UK, Tommy the Cheese Clark. He's 9-2. What do you know about this guy, bar that he's a big fan of cheese?
I just know he's kind of like a jiu-jitsu guy, you know what I mean? I know that all his wins have come by submission. So that's kind of it, to be honest.
Mario, what about yourself? You're obviously competing for the lightweight title. And you're taking on Charlie Hatton. He's 3-1 as well. What you know about the man who's known as handsome? There's no way he's more handsome than you, Mario, is he?
No chance, you're mad. That face, no way.
Mario, the Italian stallion.
That's it. I don't know. Like I watched a few of his videos. He's got a few submissions, few rear naked chokes on the resume, but that's about it. Like, you know, all I know of him. He's from Portsmouth, so he'll have the home crowd. But yeah, buzzing to walk out the tricolour and just fucking shut them up.
Yeah, we can't wait to watch. Also, Jordan Fury will be competing for the welterweight title, and also Andy Wilders will be on the card as well. So make sure to tune in. As I said, get onto Gary's Instagram, get onto Mario's Instagram for the links. This one's not going to be missed on October 22nd.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be one to keep an eye out for, because it's going to be very interesting to see. Mario, have you ever fought in like a hostile environment like you're probably going to enter come Saturday night?
No, never. But I like the minute, because Richie Smullen got me the fight, obviously, and he was, you know, he actually got before the Solomon fight. It was like he gave me it, and I was buzzing straight away. They're like, yeah, they fly over to Portsmouth, blah blah blah, everything paid for, and then fucking you get the fight, and I was like, yeah, fuck, deadly. I can't wait, like, just to experience that, to walk out in a hostile crowd. Do you know what I mean? To feed off that, I think it'd be, yeah, it's a cool experience, definitely.
Yeah, Gary,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
all about the experiences of the amateur career.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's what I was going to say, Gary. I know we touched earlier saying, what have you left to achieve in your amateur career? But is something like that something that like you relish, and something that you think that the experience of being in that hostile environment will like really stand to you when you do turn pro?
Yeah, of course. It's kind of like a little taste of being pro without being pro, isn't it? They'll fly us out, you'll make weight the day before, they'll probably have us do like a weigh-ins and stuff like that, I mean, face to face. Like, so it's something that I think helped me as a I don't know, a novice amateur, I guess I would say. Was like being in the back rooms of the shows before I'd even fought. Like, I remember being in the Cage Legacy when Peter Queally fought Decky Dalton, and I remember being in the warm-up area, and I think being in things like that, it does, like, you're aware of the vibe, you know what I mean? And then when it's your time to fight, you're already clued in. It's not too unfamiliar to you, you know? So this is kind of like a little taste of pro as well, you know what I mean? So it's one of them things, it's just like a little stepping stone towards the main goal, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously a massive boost is fighting on UK soil is the day before weigh-ins. How much do you love the day before weigh-ins as opposed to the day of weigh-ins?
Whatever, bro. It's the same, to be honest, bro. Yeah, I still have to starve myself whether it's the same day or the yoke, so it's shit making waiting anyway. No, I'd love to just step on the scales like 5 minutes before I walk in, and that'd be it. That's the way I think we should be doing, but that's my opinion, you know what I mean? Everyone else doesn't seem to agree.
Mario, you probably don't agree. You want a takeaway?
No, fuck that. Give me day before. All day. No way. I'm cutting too much weight for day off.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, because I think the idea of it is to get people to fight closer to their natural weight, but it's not actually
the
the
one
thing.
Weight anyway, so you know, actually, you know what I mean? People cut the weight and then they just put it back on. So why not just step on the scales at, like, let's say Mario's put, I don't know what weight do you fight at, Mario? 66, is it?
70.
70. So, and then what you walk in the cage at?
Probably about 76.
So why not just have the bout at 76 and you both step on the scale, or 77? And no, that's just my, not if I was running a promotion, that's the way I would do it, know what I mean? But again, I don't do things the normal way, you know?
Yeah, no, I do agree with you. And I also think at amateur, I think, like, yeah, it's important that, I suppose, you practice your weight cutting before you turn pro, but also, like, having people cut weight over and over and over again, like, it's not great for the old body. So, you know, there's a catch-22 to it. Also, I want to give a shout out to Era FC as well. I know you mentioned Lee Hammond earlier. Him and King Cowley are going to be fighting there soon. That's going to be a whopper one. Is there a good buzz around the gym about that as well?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, all the boys are looking forward to it. I'm sure there's loads of matches that haven't been announced yet that I'm not too sure who's fighting on it, but I'm sure there will be some other good fights being announced very shortly, yeah.
Who knows? They might ask Gary Rooney to fight for another belt.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know, though. I might have to get fat after this. This will be number 7 and then 8 then after Kieran Kilgan then, you know what I mean? So I might take a little break. I've had as many fights this year as I have in all the rest of the year, so like I'll have 16 fights after Kilgan, and Kilgan will be number 8 this year, so you know what I mean? I've fought the same amount of times this year as I have the rest of my career, you know what I mean? So it's been a busy year, so I might get fat for Christmas and just chill out and enjoy it and help Richie prepare for his fight and help the boys prepare for theirs.
Active, as the kids on the street say, Baz.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, that fight against Kieran Coogan will be in the final of the Virtuous
yeah,
Grand Prix, and it will also be
yeah,
for the Chaos title as well. So it'll be two
yeah,
titles one night. Winner
yeah.
takes all. But do you
I'm
think
sure
that'll
it's
be the
always winner
final
takes
fight?
all, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's all. Know what I mean? If I lose to Tommy, how can I say I'm the cage legacy flyweight champion? Know what I mean? Like it's one of them things. Like I don't know. That's the way I see it. Anyway, you know, it's like if you have one belt and you fight for another organization and you lose, then in my head that guy owns that belt. Know what I mean? Same. Know what I mean? Like if fucking Tommy has another belt in the UK and it's not the Shockanoa belt, it's like well on that champ as well. Know what I mean? It's always all or nothing. You know.
Yeah. Will that be your final fight of the year then as well on at that event as well, or do you have anything else lined up for the rest of the year, Gary?
With Kugan, no, Kugan's going to be my last fight this year. Yeah.
And then Mario, this is going to be your final fight of the year as well.
Yeah, I reckon so. I got a few offers in December, but it's like I fought 4 times this year. 4 tough fight. Will this be 4 tough fights and like weight cutting as well? You know what I mean? I want to take
Rookie
time.
numbers, Mario. Rookie numbers.
Yeah,
I'm only messing with
rookie
you.
numbers. Fucking, I want to take time to get better. Do you know what I mean? You're just like when you're constantly training for a fight, you're constantly doing heavy rounds, sparring, just making sure you're fit and ready for the fight. But I want to actually take time and like I haven't been. Do you know what I mean? I haven't been doing that much like jiu-jitsu, progressing in that and stuff. Like I want to work on other stuff as well. So I'll take time off for the rest of the year.
What does John say? I think work on the software without damaging the hardware. I think
I've
that's
been
the
fucking
phrase.
damaging the hardware last year anyways. Fucking fights coming up in the bleeding cage every week. Like
Yeah, so yeah, that's why you have to make sure to tune in for Mario's final fight of 2022. Gary, this will be your final fight abroad of 2022 as well.
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
see you compete for the final of the Grand Prix flyweight tournament, which is definitely not going to be missed as well, Ross.
No, looking forward to that.
Absolutely not. Sure, don't miss any Gary Rooney or Mario Di Tofano fights. They're always lethal. So make sure to check them out. Gary, do you have a prediction for us come the weekend?
For my fight?
Yeah.
No, bro. A decision.
Get your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth.
I'll probably get me back taken in the last round. Not me, yeah.
And Mario, what about yourself? How did you see yourself getting hand raised?
I don't know, but I have a chip in my shoulder from the last one. I was just didn't get going at all. So like I'm coming to this fella, like, do you know what I mean? Like whatever, last fight of the year, I'm just leaving it all out there and just
Not gonna lie though, the picture of you eating the Haribo with the belt looked good though.
Yeah, fact. We get another one moving. Another one after. 2
What
packs
What
of
Haribo though?
Yeah.
I
Just
think
a
it's just-
regular, bro.
I like the tank plastic, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the old tank plastic.
I'm with you on that, Gary. I'm with you. I like a bit of sour fizz in there. Get it into you.
The
Get it into
cherries
you.
as well. The cherries are tops.
Oh, bees needs cat's pajamas and all that. Guys, must say thanks a million for jumping on with us. We really appreciate it. We wish you all the best. It was great fun to have you on. Hopefully we'll have you on again soon. If you have been watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any Energized shows. And as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.